So here's 4 bags of chacruna that Darwin's just brought this morning. This lot cost 100 soles, which is about 25 US dollars. We're actually making, where's the chacruna? So Darwin's there, Rosie's cooking breakfast, or prepping breakfast. Maestro's got the big pot from the other retreat, and up here he's been using the chainsaw to prep the fire area to start the fire for making the brew. So this sack he got from Mr. Juan in the other retreat. So that's all chacruna, this is all ayahuasca here, all pre-cut. And that was how much did you pay for that? That was 20 soles. So that bag is about $5 for all that ayahuasca. He's just been shaving this wood to get some presumably chippings. Him and Darlin carried one of these logs each on their shoulders. Pretty heavy. And then he's been cutting the firewood. This is hardwood. It's burn hot, so the pot will sit on here. Here's the big pot. That's the 40-litre pot. So that'll be probably 20 litres to start. We're going to be bashing the ayahuasca to bash that down, and then in layers, it'll be laid in layers of ayahuasca, chacruna, ayahuasca, chacruna, ayahuasca, chacruna, and boiled for 8 hours or so total. And as it reduces down from about, he pointed out sort of that level last night, which is where it'll be filled to, and then reduced down, and then when that reduces down, it'll be topped up again with probably another 20 litres, so it'll be about 40 litres of fresh water from the river in total, and then reduced down to 3 litres. He needs 3 litres because he's found out yesterday that he will be working at the lighthouse in March, so he needs half a litre for us tonight, 4 of us in ceremony, less. But say there's 5 on average, 5 people in the retreat, maybe taking 2 shots each, plus himself, 6 people. That's 18 shots every week. So he needs 3 litres to take away for the 3 weeks that he works at Lighthouse, starting in 3rd of March 2025. So this is the chacruna leaf. There's a big one. So this costs more because obviously it's a lot more work to pick individual leaves by somebody. And so close up, this is the leaf that contains the DMT. Of course, I can't do anything in this part of the world without getting hassled by mosquitoes immediately. So 100 soles for the chacruna, 20 soles for the ayahuasca pre-cut, although he has got a lot of ayahuasca of his own on his own land, but this was just came in the sack, so it was easy rather than going and cutting it. And then presumably found these logs because they've got holes in them, so they've been there a while. They already cut a tree down over there somewhere, but that was already cut. He just cut a section of it with the chainsaw. And then all this wood was from the old part of the building that made up this part, all of these bits in its primary phase, and then it's been rebuilt with better quality wood. So all of this wood is hardwood for burning, so that'll burn really hot. He obviously doesn't think there's going to be much rain today, otherwise we'd have a plastic cover which is left where my bed was, but maybe he'll put it up later just in case it rains. Getting bitten by mosquitoes. I have to put a long sleeve sweatshirt on. It's going to be a long day sat around here, but we're going to go off and find my trees too, the ones that I didn't film, so that I've got a mental image of them for meditating. 9 o'clock in the morning, getting the fire going here. Here's all the ingredients. The chacruna leaf, the ayahuasca, and then some other different woods. One of which is the canela, the red one there. That was my diet that I finished last night, which is very fragrant. There's a couple of those big leaves there. I don't know what they are. I'll ask Maestro in a minute to go in the pot. So once this fire gets raging, things will start to happen for the day. I put a load of agua florida on this to get it going. So it's a bit slow. And nothing else happening today really, apart from this. We're going to go off for a walk and find my three trees at some point, because I want to be able to video them so I can visualize them when meditating. Maestro's just bringing back some more something. I'll get him to go through them now. What's actually he's coming here. Maestro,
Señor.
¿qué es la hoja aquí con la resina?
Ese es sanango, ucho sanango.
Ucho sanango. Ah, ¿y eso?
Ese es bobinsana.
Bobinsana.
Eso ya
Canela.
es.
Canela.
No, es kumaceba.
Kumaseba.
Ya. Este es huacapurana.
Huacapurana.
Y este es canela moena.
Canela moena.
Para olorizar la medicina.
To give a bit of a fragrance to the medicine. Different spirit. Espíritus diferentes, maestro, también un poco.
Ok, sí, porque el ucho sanango ayuda a aclarar las visiones.
Ah.
Ya, y bobinsana trata con el corazón de ser alegre, más amoroso.
So a nicer ceremony with bobinsana.
Y esta kumaceba es para protección.
¿Ya?
También para protección. Esta carapita. Que se llama la corteza de huacapurana.
Oh, right. Huacapurana, another diet tree.
Y este es para perfumar la medicina.
Canela moena. Canela moena. For a bit of smell.
También al mismo tiempo al tomar vas a oler el
poco más oloroso.
Más oloroso. Okay. Ya tenemos la ayahuasca y la chacruna. Okay. Ya tenemos el mazo para machacar.
Para machar. ¿Y qué es el primero en el cosa aquí, maestro? ¿Es la chacruna o la ayahuasca?
Primero ponemos la ayahuasca. Y luego chacruna, otra vez ayahuasca, chacruna, ayahuasca. ¿Ya? Sí, señor. Entonces vamos a empezar a machacar la liana de ayahuasca.
Okay, so this is how you bash up your first bit of ayahuasca.
Yeah. De esta forma.
Es para remover la cáscara, maestro, ¿no?
Sí, señor.
So you bash it to remove, you can see the cask coming off. And then you're just left with the sort of... So all the bark comes away. ¿Es oloroso, maestro?
Claro que sí.
Oh. ¿Cuántas veces en su vida, maestro, haciendo eso? Millones, ¿no?
Ya,
Miles.
muchas veces, señores, sí.
El cáscara is a poco amargo, maestro.
Ya, esto.
So it's a bit, if you leave much of that in, it gets
Ya.
bitter.
Este no tiene nada que ver porque es vano, no es importante,
Mm.
porque este no tiene nada.
Pero mal sabor.
Sí, más o menos.
So it just makes it taste worse if you have the casca in it, the bark in it, and it doesn't do anything anyway. Y mucho más chacruna, maestro, la bebida está más dulce, ¿no?
Cuando tiene más chacruna es mucho mejor porque no es muy amargo. Cuando tiene mucha ayahuasca la bebida es muy amarga. Por eso
Chacruna
hay que,
muy dulce.
claro, hay que compartirlo.
Ajá.
para que no sea
50% igual. So 50% equal. Yeah, the more ayahuasca you have in it, the bitter it is. And I've had some really horrible woody tasting ones in my time. And some of them are a bit sweeter and a bit more pleasant, if you can call drinking ayahuasca pleasant. No, you can't. So no doubt I'll be doing a bit of this in a minute. Sure, Darlin's done it a few times in his life. So, just those to do now.
Okay.
First time, finally, in 3.5 years, I get to make ayahuasca. And just remove that bark off here, like that, as best as you can. El cáscara maestro es the sabor horrible, ¿no?
Ya, amargo.
Amargo. Entonces, and then that's finished. And then in here, maestro.
Ya.
Fue primero ayahuasca.
Primera ayahuasca.
¿Cuántos chacruna?
2 kilos de chacruna primero.
Ajá.
Primero ayahuasca, luego 2 kilos de chacruna. Otra vez ayahuasca y 2 kilos de chacruna.
Ah, ok.
¿Ya? Acá tenemos la última chacruna.
Ahí.
Ya, aquí. Que cada bolsa contiene 1 kilo.
1 kilo.
Ya. Vamos a poner ayahuasca ahí.
Maestro, voy a hablar un poco de sus energías en el ayahuasca cuando está hirviendo.
Ya.
Su introducción de energías de ti. Cuando es necesario por ícaros, por ejemplo.
Ya es importante después de que pongamos todo esto, hacer un soplo en la olla, poner las energías.
So he blows in it.
Y luego
His energies.
poner agua
Uh-huh.
y hacerle parar el fuego. ¿Ya? Eso es que uno se le pone la energía en la olla. ¿Okay? Y luego vamos a poner un poco más ayahuasca.
El primer nivel es ayahuasca. Todo tiempo, maestro.
Ya, porque cuando hierve se puede quemar las hojas de chacruna abajo.
Sí,
Ya,
daño, ¿no?
ya.
So if you put the chacruna in first, it's a quemado con chacruna
Ya
primero,
puede
no?
quemarse porque este es más frágil que la soga.
See. So you put the wood in first just to give a bit of heat protection from the fire, because if it was chacruna it would burn the leaves. So you always put the layer of ayahuasca first, and then as you see him doing, you just put a layer of ayahuasca, a layer of chacruna, a layer of ayahuasca.
Vamos a poner la chacruna.
4 kilogramos de
4
chacruna
kilos
total.
Total.
Hacer, tú quieres 3 litros finalmente, ¿no?
Ya quiero 3 litros.
So he wants 3 liters out of this at the end of it. Y primero ves el nivel de agua, es más o menos aquí.
Ya, al nivel
Es 20 litros.
20 litros.
20 litros puts it to more or less where to cover the chacruna now. So, maestro, una animada aquí.
Okay. Ahora encima ayahuasca.
Y cada vez es ayahuasca finalmente.
Ya.
And you always put a layer of ayahuasca last as well.
Yo me pongo la ropa verde porque es similar a la chacruna.
So he always wears a green t-shirt, same color as the chacruna. Cada vez cuando haciendo ayahuasca. Oh, he always wears a green top, always, when he's making ayahuasca. Un poco cáscara ahí.
Para mí la cáscara amarga.
So you can see people are lazy. Cuando personas están un poco perezosos, maestro, haciendo con mucho cáscara, es porque ayahuasca está muy amargo, similar de madera.
Sí.
So if they don't remove as much of the cascara, the bark as possible, then it is more bitter. And I've had some, and it always makes me feel, it tastes horrible. I mean, ayahuasca is unpleasant anyway, but the more woody it is, it can be really bitter and woody, and it's not pleasant. And the second cup, when you're already, in visions, and the second cup can just be so strong and just taste totally different with all the energies that are now already working. And if you have too much, it can really just make you want to vomit immediately as soon as you drink it. But then, you should have used your intuition about how deep into the medicine you were already before you have the second cup. I usually only have a sip of a second cup. It's enough, because it reacts differently with the first one. The energies combine and it kind of blasts you off even more sometimes. And you don't need much, you need literally only a sip. And I've even had one situation where as soon as I went to drink it, Mama Ayahuasca in my head just said, don't drink, spit it out. Because as soon as it hit my tongue, I just felt like vomiting, because I was obviously already, quite strong with the medicine anyway, but she must have known that it was going to get stronger anyway as the ceremony continued, so it wasn't necessary to take any more. These are all the different things that can happen, kids. Okay, maestro, un grande balde de agua, no?
Yeah.
So the water will come from the flood water down there. Maestro has it right here. Maestro can drink this without it being boiled. He's so used to it. I probably could as well now, but I wouldn't. So 20 litros. 20 liters here. Un poco más necesario.
De 20 de litros. Como 20, 30 litros de agua. Posiblemente.
So 10 más, ¿no?
Sí, señor, voy a traer. Vamos a ver, dependiendo de en qué nivel queda.
So he's going to have to put another 10 in to cover it, and then boil that for until it's nearly, well, we'll see, nearly empty, and then another fill up for another 4 hours, and it'll reduce right the way down, take all the ayahuasca and the chacruna out, cool the pot down, but we've got a puddle that they'll probably just walk over to there, the two of them to carry it with the handles hot, with clothes, and then cool the bottom of it, as you saw Maestro Christian do in the other video. So there's a puddle there that will work for that, and then it will stop bubbling, and then whatever liquid is left in the bottom will be what goes in the bottle when it's cool. So but these guys know, because they can tell by how it, when it's really bubbling like you saw in the other one, they'll know how much is left in it. When it starts to really bubble and evaporate, they'll know. Get out, fly. So the fire's coming on now. I'll feel it from here. Oh, I just had breakfast, having finished my dieta. It was the same soup, but oh, with salt in it. My God, did it taste good. Wonderful. Oh, the fire's hot. Phew, from here. Especially in an ambient temperature of 30 degrees anyway. Well, I hope he didn't leave the logs too far apart. That'd be a disaster, wouldn't it? Nah, you just roll them together anyway. So I'm sweating buckets now. It's a pain in the arse, these mosquitoes and flies. You have to wear this kind of clothing with hoods. So I'm boiling. I could do with just having no top on, but just get hassled by mosquitoes and flies around my ears. The jungle life would be wonderful if it wasn't for poxy friggin' insects. It really would. Learning all this stuff. And ants getting through. You always get me. Same place. You stand still for too long and you get ants in your shoes. Little ones, but they do bite. Just insects have to be around everything and in everything where humans are, when they've got a zillion square kilometers of jungle that they could be in. Nope, they're hassling you. Whew. ¿Qué es la madera por el fuego, maestro? Muy duro, ¿no?
Tenemos chirina, tenemos piquihuayo, diferentes tipos de madera como ayahuasca.
¿Por qué diferente, maestro? ¿Es por temperatura?
Es por temperatura. Son las maderas más buenas para el fuego, mucho más fuerza para cocinar.
So there's different types of woods in there to regulate the temperature as and when you need. Harder the wood.
En la selva utilizamos mayormente esta pichirina porque es la mejor leña para el fuego. Mucha temperatura, arde mucho. Y es muy bueno para cocinar.
So, see if I can lift this up without just lifted it onto the wood. And nos volvemos maestro en 2 horas. ¿O tú estás aquí continuoso por el proceso?
No, señor, porque va a quedar dar invierno porque nosotros vamos a ir para mirar el árbol.
Sí, well, yeah, I want Maestro to show me where my other trees were that I didn't video, so that I can visualize them when I meditate, the last dietas. Because I obviously only got the one that I slept next to. I didn't see the other ones because it was a really mozzy, rainy day, and so he went off on his own to do that. So I'm gonna put my boots on and we'll go in the jungle. It's 10:10 and the ayahuasca's bubbling away there now. So we're gonna go off in the jungle for our last trip for me to try. Mike's just going to show us how to cut ayahuasca without damaging the liana, the vine, and also try and find my other trees. So I've got them on video, and maybe another couple if they're around that I didn't ever see when I did other dietas, so that I've got those to visualize as well, so I can call more than 12 trees. So, and maybe if we go near Jairo's garden, he's got loads of yucca. Maestro, no machete, no? Si posible, un yucca está ahí también para sacar. Okay, so right by the camp, this is ayahuasca growing. Can't really see it in that light. So no es el raíz, no?
No, señor.
So you don't cut the root, and then the plant won't die. And then you can just cut a section out. Wow, it's taking a big piece.
Tú vas a subir la punta y le vas a seguir, le vas a pasar así.
A mosquito bite my hand.
Entonces nosotros vamos a agarrar.
I've only got 46 minutes of video left according to this clock. My memory must be full. I can record tonight's ceremony on my other phone. No, está un poco delgado, maestro, ¿no? Un poco joven, esta parte.
Joven, pero está bueno ya.
Ah, está bueno. It's a mínimo años, no?
Sí.
So that's about the thinnest bit that you'd want to take. I mean, you wouldn't really, but, you know, you want it to grow more, but it's just showing me. And of course, they've still got the other part there anyway. He was telling me last night they have las flores de ayahuasca, maestro, están amarillo y blanco, ¿no?
Blanco y rosado.
Oh, blanco y rosado, so rose-colored and white. And it, like a normal plant, it, you know, it blows on the wind to propagate. You really go to a lot of lengths to do things properly and get the most out of not waste the ayahuasca as high up as they can possibly get, and not harm the leaves of the other bit. So anyway, Una vez más.
Ayahuasca en mi cuerpo y en mi espíritu.
En mi sangre.
Similar a una culebra.
Sí. Similar to the ayahuasca snake that you see so much of in visions. Este por el agua también? Oh, so we put this bit, seeing as they've gone to the trouble of getting it. We're going to put that in the pot too. So you know the drill.
Hemos puesto bobinsana, hemos puesto
So
huacapurana,
just putting Huacapurana energy, Bobinsana
hemos
energy.
puesto sanango,
So different.
hemos puesto pumaceba.
So árboles por protección, soplando sus energías
Ahí,
en la
ya.
in la ayahuasca, no? So yeah, he's just, because obviously being a shaman, he's just calling those tree spirits to give protection in the brew when he's blowing the mapacho. His intention is calling those tree spirits. See, this is what a lot of people don't get. They think it's really important, you know, because this affects how the brew is going to turn out and the effects and protection it's going to have when people drink it. You know, it's not jungle mumbo jumbo. This is why you want a shaman to make your ayahuasca, not just anybody. So that, you know, it gets the right energies in it while it's being made. ¿Yo puedo soplar, maestro, o no bien? Por un poco de bobinsana con amor para ti, para amor por todos en la ceremonia anoche? ¿No?
Eso es la energía que uno está. Pensamientos.
Bobinsana, amor. So I'm going to blow in it now with Bobinsana, because it's one of my dieta trees. So I'm going to be thinking of Bobinsana and a lot of love, especially for Maestro and everyone in the ceremony tonight, and for Bobinsana herself. Maybe she'll appear tonight for my last time. So I blew 3 intentions in there with Bobinsana. Love for Maestro, love for Bobinsana, and hope she visits me in ceremony tonight, and love for everybody in ceremony tonight, Rosa and Darlin, if the Darlin does it with us tonight, which she should do. So it's now 11 o'clock and the fire's raging. Can't see anything in there really. Maestro's wedged it down with those sticks. Whew. Classic image of folklore, look. The idea of the witch's cauldron, where the shaman, or in popular culture the witch, is brewing up their magical potions, but in our case it's all medicine for curing people. Wonderful stuff. Esta colección de ayahuasca, maestro, ¿no?
Ya. Vamos a echar un poco más de agua.
Son 20 litros más.
20 litros más.
So,
Pueda salir bien.
so master's just taking this
Dale.
ayahuasca. Más o menos 5 litros ahí, maestro, ¿no?
Ya, porque eso tenemos que refinar nuevamente.
Ujú.
Puro líquido y a hervir hasta quedar
Ajá.
hervido.
Sí. So,
Y vamos a echar 20 litros más.
20 liters, 20 liters more to go in the pot. Boil it again on the fire. So now got the cover over because it pissed it down really hard for an hour. It's clearing again now. So that's, I think he said he's got about 5 litres in that pot. I think he had some already. Oh yeah, because there's his bucket. He already took some out in another pot. So there will be 20 litres more to brew with the ayahuasca, and then this is taken out already from the first brew. All that foamy stuff. It's like beer. So this is a 20 litre bucket, so that's probably about 17 litres in there. And then that will be boiled down again, maybe on the gas stove, I don't know. So here's another 20 litre bucket going in the pot. God, must be still hot. The maestro just picks it up on his own. Ooh. Maestro. Bastante.
Un poquito más aquí.
So about another few inches in the 20 litre bucket, so probably 5 litres more. Probably cover the top of it again. Another 5 litres. Bastante, maestro.
Sí, señor. Sí.
Oh, got a nice full of hot smoke then. horas más, maestro, más o menos.
Más o menos.
4 hours more, boil the second round, and then reduce it down.
Una novela, algo
Oh, novela.
como es una novela ¿de qué país sacó este? Mexicana es.
Ah, sí. ¿Cerca de brujas? ¿No?
Y algo
¿O
se
es
va
cosas
como
espiritual?
ya como del Chavo del 8, hay una bruja del 71,
Ah, sí.
una vieja que hace,
Ah,
y hay un hombre llamado Don Ramón.
ajá.
Y este Don Ramón era un muñeco, lo hacía y lo soltaba ahí.
Ah, so mágica
Ya,
negra.
algo así.
So he's saying about a
Y
series
dicen
on
que,
TV.
ya, y decían que
Ah.
es un poco de brujería porque el chavo, que significa muchacho en mexicano,
Uh-huh.
el chavo del
Mexican.
8, que tenía 8 años el niño, pero era mayor, así,
Ajá.
simplemente, y él lloraba como pato. Pip, 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 pip.
Ah.
¿Ya? Dice porque ellos lloraban así porque hacían sacrificios de patos.
Oh, so sacrificing ducks.
Y había otro, la chilindrina. Ella era una adulta, pero era muy pequeña, pero firmaba de niña.
Uh-huh.
Y él lloraba, como grita el chancho.
Mm-hmm.
Que todos hacían sacrificios de animales.
Loco, no? Soap opera. Una novela. Similar.
Ya, similar.
Yeah.
El Chavo del 8.
A soap opera about witches and sacrificing ducks and putting a little doll inside the pot. Este muñeca es de otra persona, ¿no? Para...
Ya, y el personaje que también trabajaba ahí era un hombre ya de edad, se llamaba Don Ramón.
Oh.
Y esta bruja del 71
A 70-year-old witch called Don Ramon
hacía
mixing a black
y
magic
ahí
brew in
le
a
ponía el muñeco
cauldron.
de Don Ramón.
Ah, para matar o causar malas cosas por Don Ramón, ¿no?
Ya posiblemente, porque esta bruja,
Similar de voodoo.
ya,
Yes, so
esta
voodoo.
mujer quería mucho a Don Ramón y Don Ramón no le quería.
Yeah.
Por eso hacía su hechizo
Uh-huh.
para que le quiera a la bruja.
Ah. Oh, more rain's coming.
Lluvia 3, señor.
Okay, so this will be the second brew for another 4 hours. Once that's boiled again. Después, ¿cuándo es solamente el líquido,
Puro
maestro?
líquido, señor Bailey.
Sí, más en líquido o en gas? No, aquí. So, remover todo eso.
Ya, usamos y ponemos puro líquido. A ver,
So
hasta
the liquid is taken out. After this brew, that will be taken out as well, added to the other one, and then the contents of this gets dumped, and then just the empty pot, the liquid, only the liquid is put back in the pot to reduce it down to the 3 liters that he wants. Maestro, originalmente en su cultura, la información por ese proceso probablemente personas con hongos mágicos originalmente miles de años pasado para contactar los espíritus por información como hacer ayahuasca, ¿no?
Yeah.
O similar.
Okay.
So, sí, de acuerdo, ¿no?
Sí, señor.
Sí. So, Maestro thinks the same, that, probably the original information of how to make ayahuasca came from people eating magic mushrooms to get contact with the spirit world and then get the information to be told, right, this is a better way how to make ayahuasca for an even stronger connection to the plant spirits. Probably thousands of years ago, which is what I saw in my vision when, what was I saying? When I was told that my spirit went back to the time of the origin, and one of the first shamans. It was a nice vision. Whether it was true or not, obviously no way of knowing, but Saw myself as this guy wearing animal skins, sat next to a little circle of mushrooms, magic mushrooms. The early days of shamanism. This is why, you know, mushrooms are very, very powerful medicine as well. They're not recreational. Well, they are for a lot of people, but they shouldn't be. They should be done in a ceremonial context with a respect, again, for the medicine that they are, because they're very powerful. So it's 20 to 2 in the afternoon, so another 4 hours or so. 4 horas más, maestro, más o menos?
Más o menos 4 horas.
So 4 hours more with the second brew, second set of water, second lot of water, and then distill all of the, probably there'll be about 20 liters in that bucket. They're put back in here for the third round with no ingredient, nothing left in it, just the liquid, and then reduce it down. ¿Y cuánto tiempo por el grande balde, 20 litros ahí, para reducir para 3? ¿Una hora, 2 horas más o menos?
1 hora y medio por ahí.
1.5 hours to brew down after this. What comes out of that, added to that, will be 20 liters, and then an hour and a half it should be down. Just boiling that alone, it should be down to about 3 liters. Gets pretty oily when it gets reduced down to 3 liters. Well, it's 2:45 in the afternoon. The maestro has just emptied the pot of the water that was in it. It's only been about 20 litres, only brewing for an hour. So he's just tipped it into a bucket and then emptied the contents into the grass. So now, okay, más, no? Maestro's just cleaned out the pot. So they dumped the steaming pile over here. So that's the remains of the inside of the pot, all the layers. And now they've got the bucket, what he emptied out then. Just gonna strain it to a t-shirt. So kept out the little bits of stick and whatnot, and the bucket that was done earlier. It's really brown, that. It's the resina, ¿no? ¿Qué es el nombre de líquido? Resina.
No, señor, es la ayahuasca mismo.
Sí.
Eso está para refinarse ya. Ya va cambiando de color ya.
Porque sí, es diferente, ¿no? Es muy marrón este.
Cuando enfría, cambia de color.
Ah, cuando es frío. When it's cold, when it goes cold, it turns brown. When it's hot, obviously it's a bit more liquid. When it goes cold, it gets more dense and the colour starts to emerge, and by the end it's really can be, God, I've seen it like engine oil. Not a bit is wasted. Precioso. No gasto nada. Even squeezes it out, but a couple of sticks. So it's muddy brown. Oh, smoky. Yeah. ¿Eso? Más o menos 20 litros ahí, maestro, ¿no?
Yeah, 20 litros por lo menos.
So the last 20 liters reduced down to 3. And then cool down and be ready for tonight. 1 hora, 2 horas más, maestro. 1 hora.
Unas 2 horas. 1 hora y media quizás.
Yeah. So now it's bubbling away there. It's 3:15 in the afternoon. Phew, smoke's hot. Ugh. So, media hora más, maestro?
Posiblemente.
So maybe half an hour. Might be ready to move off the fire. So now good shot there where the steam disappeared. So it's pretty low now. So not long. So about 4 inches, I suppose, with where the bubbles are in the bottom of the pot. Right, it's 4:30 and it's ready. Wow, no mucho, maestro.
Ya.
¿Cuánto está ahí? ¿Un litro?
Más de 1 litro.
2 litros.
Algo así.
So about 2 liters there. Finished. Finito. So just going to leave the pot here for half an hour to cool down. Y después media hora, maestro, está listo por una botella. So after half an hour of cooling, it can be poured into a plastic bottle and it's ready for tonight. And the maestro's just going to wash out this plastic bottle. The maestro's just blowing Mapacho into his clean bottle to clean it spiritually before putting the ayahuasca in the bottle. Listo. Ready. That's a slow process without a funnel. Oh, that's a nice colour. Nice light brown. Instead of engine oil, it's had scum on the top of it like I've drunk in the past. Ugh, horrible. Tasted like soil and wood. Really horrible, bitter. Y tú no quieres tocar con sus dedos, maestro, no?
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to touch it with his fingers. So we got about a litre and a half there of a 2 litre bottle. A bit less maybe. Litro y tercero, maestro. 2/3 of 2 litres. 4/3.